It's important to, like, these grassroots projects that are popping up and like creating new communities. I mean, the reality is like if they're in our community, they're launching to our community, and so their community is really just kind of a piece of our community that has decided to go over there. Whereas like, and that what I'm saying, like 0 to 1, like they're just starting out, they're going to be a small community, so the impact of like the growth of Pulsechain is relatively small compared to like existing projects on Ethereum that are already 0 to 1, have product market fit, and we're giving them an opportunity to come over. In my opinion, has much more impact. As of right now, I think it is hard to like just be going to these projects and be like, hey, like, have you guys heard about Pulsechain? I think you could start having that conversation, but until it goes live, is when you can really start directing those projects to provide product support. But just starting to go into their Telegram and their Discord and just be like, hey, have you guys heard about Pulsechain? I've already done that for a few products, and they've responded, and so now it's kind of like seated in the back of their mind that it exists. And if enough people from our community or like are asking for it, as a founder, like if your community's asking for something, they're going to listen and they're going to provide support. And if they do that, that would be huge. And also like just the narrative around what's gonna drive Pulsechain adoption, especially through that first year, in my opinion, is going to be Pulse and Pulsex. Probably Hex as well. But like Hex is really, in my opinion, going to be the secret opportunity that a lot of people are going to be looking over to the right to Pulse and Pulsex, and possibly the people that got their free Hex are going to dump it for those other coins. So it's going to open up opportunity, in my opinion. But yeah, I think the more attention we bring to the big three is like, the safest bet on not getting people wrecked, and probably the biggest opportunity for upside.
I'll react to that, Stan. So I agree with you. I think people need to stop acting like the incel at the prom, worried that the presence of some other coin or product is going to stop them from getting laid, right? Which unfortunately I think is how a lot of people act sometimes. We need to start acting like we're the captain of the football team, with things like Hex, and that everything's actually pretty good. We can just sit back and watch our ecosystem grow around us. Everything that gets built on Pulsechain is ultimately going to send more value towards Hex, I believe, in the long run. And you will see cyclically, value rotate between products like mine, let's say, or yours or whatever. But ultimately, that value ends up pushing the price of Hex up long term. So I don't think we have to worry that much. In terms of other communities and other things like that, everybody needs to diversify, right? So anytime you have an interaction with another community, you're going to get a few guys in the room that are going to go, well, I've got too much Doge stuff or too much Shiba. I actually might want to try out this Pulsechain. And the thing that's going to also make them open their minds and hearts to that is actually going to be the green arrows that I think green candles that we're going to see, right? So like I said earlier, there's a tremendous opportunity for us to really get people engaged over the next 6 to 12 months, maybe 18 months, with Pulsechain ultimately launching. Yeah, we should leverage other people as much as possible. My good friend Jack Levin's a good example. He's got his own people that he can talk to pretty well over there in Silicon Valley. He's got a lot of wealthy friends from Google. He's got friends at VCs that he's worked with in the past. We can reverse vampire guys like Jack, because inevitably there's going to be a hexagon in the room now every single fucking time he goes to speak somewhere, and there are going to always be representatives from our community there, and there's going to be a lot of crossover, and a lot of value can pour into Pulsechain from these types of people. So that's just one example, of what I think we can do. But I think at a core, our big advantage and I think this is very important for everybody to understand, our big advantage is that we have a DeFi native community. And I think we're really the only one that I'm aware of where all of us know how to stake. We all know how to use MetaMask. We all actually know how to use Ethereum, unlike every other L1 that's out there, where most people just have their stuff sitting on CEXs. All of us know how to do this. We have a very dedicated leader who's been around crypto for a decade and has very good strategic sense. And we're going to take all of the best stuff that's on Ethereum and actually make it usable by the average Applebee's, Olive Garden eating American, right? They can't really do that right now on Ethereum, and they definitely can't do it in a bull market when gas prices go up. And at the same time, we also have the opportunity to have real growth in the capital value, meaning price go up. Whereas Ethereum is still going to do impressive numbers, if you compare it to stocks, but it can't just go up 15x, 10x, 5x very easily, right? So we have a combination of all those things going for us. And, we're not nerds. We're average Americans, most of us, or average Europeans, or wherever you're from, average Aussies. And you can now go talk to your friends and explain this to them. That's a huge advantage. So, I think that's something we want to lay into from a strategic standpoint. Is we have the ability to really grow a almost grassroots style movement in crypto with just normal people, and really show them the potential of DeFi and the gains that they're probably not going to get in Ethereum and Bitcoin going forward. So yeah, I think that's really the key thing you want to zero in on, I think.
Yeah, I just want to add to the thought of how we're expanding out to other communities. This is a topic that's been discussed in Twitter Spaces for a while now, and I actually took the idea and the examples people were using and ideas to how we can do that. And so I actually went ahead and did it, and I've been working on 2 communities. And both times, the first time I was in the room, I went up to speak on a topic that was, neutral. I didn't go there to FUD anything. I didn't go there to talk about their project, and I didn't go there to talk about our project. I just went there to educate them on crypto. So usually a topic will be brought up that we are very knowledgeable. Even though, like, somebody that thinks they're not very smart will be the smartest person in this room, in those rooms. And so I just commented a few times on some topics, and which sparked a huge conversation, which involved me. And just by being there those one times, I whenever they open up these rooms now, they invite me to come speak, because I went there once and I didn't FUD them. I didn't pick out problems with their stuff. All I did was tell them and teach them values that we teach every day in our own spaces. And our ideas about that is, if they follow us and then they see that we're in one of our rooms, they will come into one of our rooms and they will automatically learn about Hex and the first principles.